noise. Here's the pre-show breakdown.
Yeah.
1 minute pre-show. Here's a breakdown.
Buonasera e benvenuti a tutti al tempo della pizza. Stasera abbiamo questi bravi amici con noi. Abbiamo Chris Di Perio. Vieni. C'è George Tamussello. Giorgi. Ciao.
Ciao, Giorgi. Ciao.
Wayne Giordano. Filippo Notosi.
Hey, Filippo.
The place is loaded with guineas.
E poi c'abbiamo il bellissimo Eddie Bar.
There you go. That's really intense.
E la stella della sera, Greg Ascoli.
Hello, everybody. Hello. Welcome to Pizza Time.
Nice work.
Savannah, that was wonderful.
That's beautiful.
I get all jazzed up every time you do that. Wow. Hey, we got a great show going on tonight. A lot of love going out of the studio tonight. I can feel it. I can feel it in the range. I wanted to just get into a little bit. We missed Eddie last week. Right? George did a great job filling in. But I wanted to say, Eddie, I haven't had a chance to talk to you. We spoke a little bit in pre-omp, but how was your Easter?
Not bad at all. I got a call. I'm the single one, so I get shuffled around. They want to make sure I'm not left alone, my siblings. Little did I know, my desire in life is to be left alone. That's my goal. So
it's a sibling.
I had a good time. Yeah, but one of the things that kind of ruined it, I want to, it's not just this holiday, it's every holiday. Frankie Bello, Mike Edler, I'm going to address you on this, Mike, because you could find some hate for Frankie Bello in your heart. I know you can. Frankie Bello sends me a text message. Now, it's one of those text messages that like 20 people are involved with. It's like a chain text message. Now, bullshit. You want to wish me a happy Easter, send it to me or 3 people or less. If not, I'm not counting it anymore.
3 people or less makes a lot
All
of sense.
day long, the phone is beeping, ba-boom, 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 because they decide they're going to, who wants to reply to it and whatnot. So I'm going to ask you publicly, Frankie Bello, please, grow up, knock it off. Besides that, Easter was terrific.
Actually, I got that same text message.
I think we were all included in
Thank
that.
you, Frankie. I really enjoyed the text message.
asked
Keep them coming. Keep them coming.
But you know what? You know what happens? It's very odd on there. Like you get a lot of people writing in, like they're commenting too. I guess during their Easter, but I only the numbers come up. Like I knew yours had, I know George's, but I didn't know anybody else on there. And you know that when a phone number comes up, I don't really want to. Someone says something silly, I don't want to be silly back, but. You know, Eddie, Frankie, just stop that shit, all right, buddy?
Make it easy. This is why we like Kenny better.
Stick to cracking backs, Frankie. Stick to cracking backs.
Like Kenny's been on the show first?
Kenny was on the show last week, man. He really killed it. He killed it. He was
I
fun.
apologize to Kenny that I wasn't here.
I think a pile of his dip spit is still over there.
Oh, my, he's got dip cups everywhere.
Who's actually sitting in his seat? Kenny's seat?
You.
You guys, I don't know.
Either way, it was right in the middle of you two.
But Kenny told some crazy stories last night. If anybody gets a chance, check out that show. And this is what I'm going to remind everybody right now. If you have an opportunity, please share out the video like what we're doing tonight. It's for a great cause. It's for a really great cause. A couple highlights on tonight's show. I'll give you a little bit of like a preamble. We have Chris DePiero for Pizza Time's coming back.
Oh, go ahead.
It's not Leggio. It's not Mike Chick. It's just the loop that we usually use. But tonight, I wanted to give a special, special shout out to James Bean and John Bean. They're friends of the show and they call in all the time. And I just want to tell James Bean. I don't know if you ever knew. He had a group called Liquid Spider Station back when I was graduating college in 1999. And I figured you wouldn't sue me. I did a college film as an independent film, and I actually used your soundtrack because it was about a story that took place in North Bergen, and one of his songs was called "Don't Drink the Water."
I watched some of his videos. He's got a great stage presence.
Yeah, he does.
He's
He
pretty
does.
good.
He does. So just a shout out to you guys, man. I see that you write in every week, and I wanted to let that be known. At this point, do we want to get in and talk about a few birthdays?
Hey, tell you the truth, I don't know if I'm slacking, but I only found 2 this week. Ooh. I mean, I'm happy to have the 2, but I couldn't find any more. So I want to send 2 happy birthdays out. One to our friend Darren Johnson.
Happy birthday. He's on the block from my house.
Yeah,
good
man.
Wild man.
Got to get him up. Him and Joey Orlando. We're going to have to get them up here one week.
That's a good crew, though.
Yeah. Pat Odell, that whole crew together. They're good people. And also the last one here is the legend, Johnny Rago.
Wow.
Yeah.
Johnny Riggs?
Johnny Riggs.
Originally of the Cheesebags, Rigo?
I think he's still deaf from one of those
I
shows.
think he does
Is he
sit
really?
in with them every now and then.
The Cheesebags?
Yeah.
One of the cheesebag shows, the speaker was right behind his ear.
So while he was playing,
While he was playing, he went deaf.
tell you what, he never listens to you anyway. He's always talking
still
about
a little
himself.
bit offbeat.
He's always talking about himself. You ever
Yeah,
talk to him?
Johnny's good people. I remember him from down at Dillinger's. He was the bartender. He's the way you get in. You mentioned Johnny's name.
Johnny Ringo, good cat, good, great drama, good cat. George, what do we got going on in sports?
Well, sports first. The Yankees caught up.
Oh, Phil.
Yankees
Did
caught
you
up.
hear that, Phil?
This week, the Yankees are two games ahead.
Phil's a big Met fan.
Yankees 9-5 after that 8-game winning streak. Mets 7-7. Jose Reyes has learned how to catch a baseball, my friend.
He's got to learn the lead off of the hit.
Yeah, that too. But you got to catch two hands of that pop.
5 for 50 isn't cutting.
But they're all right. The Mets got those 4 pitches. They'll be fine someday. NBA playoffs, everybody. Anybody see this?
Who cares?
Did you see this? Well, wait a minute. Did you see this? Kyle Anderson,
I'm going to try to find that, but maybe later on.
friend of the show, Jamal Wilkins.
actually,
Wilkinson.
I kept calling Wade when he was on the show. I kept calling him Wilkinson. I made him sound more black.
Well, his brother, Kyle Anderson, got abused by Vince Carter. Anybody see that video? How Vince Carter screamed in his face. I mean, Vince Carter's like 45, and Kyle's what, 19?
22, 21.
He's
like 22, 23.
I mean, I want to jump through a TV and grab him.
He should have just pork chopped it right in the
Should have, yeah, that would have been great.
pork chop,
That would have been great. NHL playoffs, guys. NHL playoffs. Best of 3. Rangers, Canadians. That's the only real team that's in the playoffs right now, right, Phil?
Well,
Who else
yeah,
we got? Any local
course,
teams?
That's all I care about.
Any local teams? Any other local teams? Islanders? Anybody? Nobody else is on?
No
Devils?
Philly, no Devils, no Islanders.
No.
They're
What
all
about the Boston Bruins? No?
Just
Bruins are in.
Oh,
Down
yeah?
Paradise. Bruins are in. They're getting a battle from the Senators. I mean, the Senator series and the Boston series is a series to watch.
Really?
The series is that's as tight contested as you can get.
Do the Rangers have a shot at like really doing something?
As long as Lundqvist keeps playing the way he is, we can beat anybody. I mean, he's playing at the top of his game. So
NHL should actually really think about reseeding, though. I mean, the Rangers were like the 3rd or 4th best team in hockey, and they got to freaking travel everywhere.
You know, I don't know much about hockey, but here's what I do know. There are nothing more annoying on Facebook than Ranger fans. They give you an update every 10 seconds. Michael Pell losing his mind. Are you one of them?
They annoy the crap out of me. I don't even watch it. I can't concentrate.
You don't have to watch the game.
I got 7 play-by-play guys.
I don't have to watch the game at all. I just watch my Facebook. I know what's going on.
Last night I'm sitting in
Love you guys, but
yeah, I'm sitting at GP's last night, and I'm watching and they stick you in a corner there sometimes. It's real little. And I'm looking through the poll, I'm watching the game, and it's still going on. And now I'm seeing like Anthony Avila wrote something. Oh, both teams won. Everybody was excited. Nice night for hockey. Overtime wins. I was like in the middle of the 3rd period. I guess it was like a replay or something.
The Rangers in 60.
I'm the only asshole.
Yeah.
I'm the only asshole still watching the replay.
You know how many times I'm watching, and you get all my other buddies that are Ranger fans typing stuff on Facebook, and I don't know, 18 times during the game, and I erase it because I don't want to post it. I got what I needed to get out. I got the message out that I wanted to send, but I don't hit send. Who used to say that? what's his name? And the Jets.
Herm Edwards.
Don't hit send. And I would never hit send because I don't, I hate the.
But he plays to win the game.
I'm a big Herm Edwards guy.
I love that guy.
I love him.
I read his book.
I love him.
Great book. If anybody gets a chance to read that, the Herm Edwards book. It's called Hopping the Fence.
All right, let's close out the sports. Ready? Yeah. Jeter and Jeb looking to buy the Marlins. That's big news.
Anything Jeter does is big news.
Anything Jeter does. Jeter and Jeb Bush.
Wait, is he with Jen Lopez? Is that what's Jennifer Lopez?
No, that's A-Rod. Nobody cares.
I always get those guys confused.
A-Rod or K-Rod, which is it?
How much do I know about baseball? I get 2 guys confused.
All right, quickly, my Clippers play Sunday after a week off.
Boring.
All right.
What do you mean a week off? What do you mean a week off?
We have Easter week off.
The Clippers?
The Clippers. My Clippers.
Oh, you're a baseball
my
Clippers. LA Clippers.
We spoke that in pre before. He was talking about the Clippers. I said to Angel, why the hell is he talking about the Clippers?
I thought he meant the cutters we were going to shave his head with.
That's right. Welcome back, everybody. Listen, I'm sorry about that. No, listen, that has nothing to do with Chris DePiero. Has nothing to do with us. What occasionally happens.
Why bring up my name then?
What occasionally happens once in a while is that when there's too much, a lot of people logging on, a lot of people getting in there. There's a lot of movement in the studio. Yeah. We have a lot of heads here. We have about 6 people in the studio, and then what we're going to do later is start shaving heads. So there's a possibility that we might drop again. Now, if we drop again for any reason, we're going to power through this show. We're going to go for another hour straight, and what we're going to do is it's on. Obviously, we tape our shows, so we're going to tape our show, and at the end of at the end of this process, we're going to put up that show live. So it's going to be you're 60 minutes behind live. So because there's a lot of people out there. I know these guys have kids and what their foundation they're talking about. I'm really excited. I'm jazzed up. Tonight's like a really big show about love. We got Wayne Sits in the studio. Bo's going to shave his head. So we're not going to play these. We're not going to play these bullshit games with Facebook. So, no, I'm being honest.
I'm sorry.
I'm not going to play these bullshit games with Facebook.
Wow.
So whatever they choose, whether it's our equipment here or their equipment there, or whatever the reason, we're not going to do it. We're going to power through. We're going to plow through the show.
Yeah. Hey, Mark Zuckerberg.
Yeah, here it is.
That should do it, Chris.
That's it. We're off the air again.
Before we go any further, the biggest news of the night, before we ever forget. Wow. Mike Edler, come on over, show your face. Everybody wants to see Mike. You're the reason that we crashed. Come on over, Mike. We want to get you on camera.
Come on.
Just stand in front here for a minute. Go by Georgie for a minute. Go by George.
Oh, my God.
Oh,
Look at this. Oh, there goes all the wiring. Mikey, your head's got to go up. Look at that big camera, Mike. Mike, up. Sit down more, Mike.
See?
Look at his smile.
Adjust the contrast at home. He's not that red.
I thought
The makeup artist put a little bit too much blush on.
a little too much. Hey, Solana, a little too much blush on his face.
All right. Geez.
I just actually when Mike fell down, I heard him say, "I've fallen and I can't get up."
He's got that life alert.
All right, but listen, we're going to get into...
We're born to Phil.
Before we go into the foundations, we're going to go into the foundations no matter what, but we're going to do it. Right now, I want to talk about a little bit about Perfect Pizza. Hey, Gio, can you give us a little bit about Perfect Pizza? You stopped in there tonight?
I tell you what, I stopped in there before, and these guys are great. They actually lent me a little insulated bag to keep our pizza warm for us
That
at
was
the end
cool.
of the show.
But that was, by the way, that was the first pizzeria that thought about doing that, which I think is ahead of their time.
It's perfect.
And I tell you what, I've been going to Perfect since I was 15 years old, and I just remember when we were kids hanging out, we had nowhere to go in the wintertime, so we would, bring our cocktails into the back of Perfect Pizza.
Was it really?
And yeah.
Like the other room in the front?
No, in the back.
That's a party.
Right by the oven. Right by the oven.
Oh, nice.
And then we would hang out there, and as long as we were ordering a little bit of food, they didn't care. These guys are great. I've been going to them for about 25, 30 years.
Think about, we used to come from the 67th Street Field, and you'd come up that back alley, right?
Oh,
Remember that? How cool was that? It was by
I tell
Odell's
you what.
house. Remember Odell's house? Had that
You still go
back
there
alley.
now after it rains. You can't get in there. It's
No,
all
you
muddy.
can't.
You got to skip over
You're
rocks.
jumping over rocks and stuff to get there.
But Perfect Pizza. I mean, I've been going there for a long time.
Right over the rocks, right through the
Right
back
over the
door.
rocks to the back door. I remember, listen, I was coaching the Giants the year when I had knee surgery, and you used to get like lettuce on your pizza and stuff like
I
crazy
tell you what,
stuff.
lettuce dry. Now they have like submarine style where they put the oil and vinegar on it with lettuce and tomatoes and
Now, do you put that
onions.
on pre-oven or after the oven?
After the oven.
After the oven,
So the
okay.
lettuce still has a nice cold crisp to it.
Yeah.
I tell you, if you never tried a slice
I've
with
never
lettuce
heard
from
that
Perfect,
before.
you don't know what you're missing.
Because everybody likes a little green, and I like a little green when I have my pizza.
Yeah.
But the other thing, too, is somebody talked me into, you know who I think it was? I think it was Chucky Roma, said have the lettuce, but I put a little oil and vinegar on there.
Nice.
I want to talk about a treat, that's a treat.
It is a treat. It is a treat.
Never heard of that.
Except I like mine dry.
You like it dry. So
I like
you
it
dry
dry.
lettuce. Have you ever put romaine or any type of iceberg or anything in those categories?
It's usually shredded iceberg.
Shredded iceberg. That's
Shredded
right.
iceberg.
Good.
Right.
No kale. No kale. Kale
Fresh
no.
shredded
You're not a
iceberg.
kale spinach guy,
Nah.
just shredded iceberg.
I
That's
was
keeping
watching
it real.
on that show, Pizza Time, that you and Frankie D'Onofrio turned me on
I
to.
love
Not
that
Pizza
show.
Time, the pizza show. It's a shameless plug. No, the show.
No, it's called Pizza Land, I think. It's on Vice if anybody wants to watch it. It's amazing.
And it was
show.
showing the one college town that the kids were so whacked out when they came out of the bar. They would want that hot slice, but they couldn't get it in their mouth. So the guy takes a hunk of the the fresh mozzarella, not cooked, and they eat like a fucking
saw
heaping thing
Hey,
of
It cools it
I
down.
got to interject right there.
Go ahead.
Because back in the day, we used to go to that bar in Belmar away from the beach, Bar A.
Bar A.
There was a pizzeria across the way. Steve Scott, which most of you know,
Yeah.
in the middle of the night, like at 11 o'clock, he's like, I need a slice of pizza. So we walk across the street to get a slice of pizza. So we ordered a slice, back there in South Jersey, you have the big slices. He's like, give me a slice with the extra cheese. And the guy says, no, give it to me cold. And Steve Scott has it in his hand, and after the pizza was cooked, he would sprinkle the cold mozzarella cheese on it.
Yeah, I never
And
knew
then
that.
eat it,
Wow.
and then it was the greatest thing in the
Yeah.
world. So everywhere we went for like the next 2 years, remember you used to get the quarts of Coca-Cola And
Yes,
used to
we were
fold them
talking
in
about that
in
with
the
that zip
paper.
thing across
Yeah.
the top.
The cardboard.
Yeah, the
He would have
cardboard.
them fill that up with the cold mozzarella cheese
Get it,
and take it off, and then sprinkle it on your pie and eat
Wow,
it.
that's good
It was
stuff.
the greatest thing in the world.
Yeah.
And I totally forgot about that until this show came on. I'm like, what pizza stories do I have? I'm like, I don't have any. You know, I love
Come on, fella.
Everybody's got
that
them. You just got to
pizza-
trigger
that
what.
popped in my head.
Yeah.
Is it the cold mozzarella? And then you just brought it up. I'm
Right.
actually gonna mention
I've never
it.
seen it before until I
Oh
watched
my
that
God,
show
if
last
could
You
week.
got a pizza
do
story.
yourself a favor.
What your friend did with the cow and the pizza? Come on.
Never? Your friend?
Do yourself a favor.
You and your friend tried
I
to
was
make
partying with you.
Cold mozzarella and put it on your pizza and eat it.
Me-
Never go back.
me and you, cowboy? Get it.
Very nice. Very good.
Do we got a picture of Felice or one of the brothers?
Yeah,
What do we got? Bullet's working his ass up. Look at him.
Let's
What
do
the
it.
hell?
I want to get
That's
back
Wade's
because
brother.
now, I know the mayor. Oh, well, the mayor. What's the one? Like a
Mayor
mayor at
elect.
large?
Is that the one you want?
What, the mayor
Mayor
elect?
elect.
Is that what it's called, Wayne?
Chris, the two big headshots I have are two pizza guys. So
Okay.
all the other pictures are the foundation people. Just a tidbit. So what are you saying about Wayne?
Wayne said, well, I know we don't have him for long, but I didn't know what the terminology was. It's the mayor at large or mayor elect?
Mayor elect.
Mayor elect. Mayor elect wins it.
That guy right
That guy is the mayor.
Wait, what's that guy?
He is?
Felice.
Felice.
Perfect pizza?
Felicula. What is that guy's name, though? What's his last name?
Pinocchio?
Oh, that's Felice Pinocchio. That's where Wayne Giordano was nice enough to bring us Sicilian pie. Well, tell us a little bit about the pie, Wayne.
Oh, like he was very excited, Felice, when we were. He was like, "Oh, we want a pizza time. Hold on." He grabbed his notepad.
You know,
right?
it's serious as
And he's like,
someone
"Listen,
grabs
we
a
can break
notepad."
up the pie into 3." He's like, "So what? What do you want?" I was like, "Listen, I'm a Zudge and Peppers guy, so we got to put Zudge and Peppers on one
Wait,
pie.
you got Zudge and peppers on the pie?
Zudge and Peppers.
I never even thought about that.
real
And of course, there's some onions too.
Can we take a look at it?
Oh my god.
the other guy.
You think we
You
can
want
take a
to?
look at it?
Should we take a
around?
look at?
Hey, Wayne, you want to help us
Zudge
out?
and peppers. I never even thought of that.
And
That's real.
in the
That's
middle,
Groundbreaking.
Oh, there's more. There's more.
in the middle,
This is a
Wait,
groundbreaking
guys,
show,
hold up
fellas.
1 second. Wayne, tell us.
Hey.
Wayne, tell us the other.
warm?
Wayne, tell us the other thirds.
What about Georgie over there? Right by Georgie.
Wayne, tell us the. Oh,
You got to save that at the top of the box. That can't just go.
No, they can't go. You gotta
That's like the cheese on the aluminum foil when you get a
Yeah, so
sandwich.
now if you look
You
at
take
the
that,
left
I get
side,
your finger right in there.
Guys, hold up.
It's chaos.
No. Guys, hold up 1 second. Wayne, can you walk us through the other two
like 40
sections?
All right, so by Georgie's right hand is the Zudge and Peppers. But now in the middle is something special we used to get when we used to be coaching together on the Giants. And that was that's spicy beef bolognese with broccoli.
Is it
Right.
broccoli raw or just broccoli?
No, just broccoli.
Wow.
Just the broccoli
It's
florets
it's spicy beef bolognese.
with broccoli.
Oh
Look
my
at that.
God.
Just get in there,
And then,
people. Get in
and then
there.
also on the right hand side, you got to go with the chicken palm.
So that's a chicken palm Sicilian slice?
Chicken
Staple.
palm Sicilian,
Staple.
Look at-
spicy beef and broccoli,
people-
and Zudge and Peppers.
Wait, is there paper plates out there? I have to try the Zudge and pepper.
People
I
at
got to give
home,
it a shot.
people at home,
Yes,
please.
I got plates. They were kind enough to give us plates and napkins in there.
What is it with pizzerias? You ask for paper plates, they give you like 3. It's like
I'm speechless.
No, he was willing to give me more.
Eddie's dying.
I want to.
I know it. Every
no,
Wednesday I'm on a
he
diet that
wants
goes out.
Zudge and
I'm gonna have the Zudge and pepper. I'm gonna try.
No, that's the Sudge and Pepper. Sudge.
Remember when Rodney?
Bear with it, people. It's feeding time.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna have. You know what? I'll have the bolognese with the broccoli.
No, the middle one's probably not.
Salud.
For your father. For your father.
Yeah, what do you got?
Oh my God.
I had to go with the other beef and broccoli.
Bullet, please.
I'll take the middle. Just scrape some off the top.
Mikey, come over
I'll
here.
take the middle.
That's crazy. So you got the Zudge and pepper? What'd you get?
No, I got the bolognese.
I feel like Rocky. I'm gonna hit the one in the middle.
Was that Paulie? I guess you three of them out
Play it
there.
safe. I'm going to go to the chicken parm. Thank you,
Oh
Wayne.
my God, this is crazy.
Thank you.
Perfect pizza. Hey, Gio, can you give us a little bit about?
When in wintertime, so we would perfect pizza.
Was it really?
And yeah,
Like the other room in the front?
no, in the back.
That's a party.
Right by the oven. Right by the oven.
Oh, nice.
And then we would hang out there, and as long as we were ordering a little bit of food, they didn't care. These guys are great. I've been going to them for about 25, 30 years.
Think about we used to come from the 67th Street Field, and you'd come up that back alley, right?
Oh,
Remember that? How cool was that? It was by
I tell
Odell's
you what.
house. Remember Odell's house? Had that
You still go
back
there
alley?
now after it rains. You can't
Really?
get in there. It's
No,
all
you
muddy.
can't.
You got to like skip across the
You're
rocks.
jumping over rocks and stuff to get there.
A perfect pizza. I mean, you know, I've been going there for a long time.
Right over the rocks, right through the
Right
back
over the
door.
rocks to the back door. I remember. Listen, I was coaching the Giants the year when I had knee surgery, and you used to get like lettuce on your pizza and stuff like.
I
Crazy
tell you
stuff.
what, lettuce dry. You know, now they have like submarine style where they put the oil and vinegar on it with lettuce and tomatoes and
Now, do you put
and
that
onions.
on pre-oven or after the oven?
After the oven.
After the oven,
So
okay.
the lettuce still has a nice cold crisp to it.
Yeah.
I tell you, if you never tried a slice
I've
with
never
lettuce
heard
with
that
perfect,
before.
you don't know what you're missing.
Because everybody likes a little green, and I like a little green when I have my pizza.
Yeah.
But the other thing too is somebody talked me into. You know who I think it was? I think it was Chucky Roma. Said have the lettuce, but I put a little oil and vinegar on there.
Nice.
If I want to talk about a treat, that's a treat.
It is a treat. It is a treat.
Never heard of that.
Except I like mine dry.
You like it dry. So
I like
it's
it dry.
lettuce. Have you ever put romaine or any type of iceberg or anything in those categories?
It's usually shredded iceberg.
Shredded iceberg.
Shredded
Iceberg's
iceberg.
good.
Shredded
No kale. No kale. Kale's
Fresh
no.
shredded
You're not
iceberg.
a kale spinach guy,
Nah.
just shredded iceberg.
I was
That's keeping
watching
it real.
on that show Pizza Time that you and Frankie D'Onofrio turned me on
I
to.
love
Not
that
Pizza
show.
Time, the pizza show. It's a shameless plug. No, the show.
No, it's called Pizza Land, I think. It's on Vice if anybody wants
Right.
to watch it. It's amazing.
And it was
show.
showing the one college town that the kids were so whacked out when they came out of the bar. They would want that hot slice, but they couldn't get it in their mouth. So the guy takes a hunk of the fresh mozzarella, not cooked, and they eat like a fucking
saw
heaping thing
Hey,
of
I
mozzarella.
cools it down.
I got to interject right there.
Go ahead.
Because back in the day, we used to go to that bar in Belmar away from the beach, Bar A.
Bar A.
There was a pizzeria across the way. Steve Scott, which most of you know,
Yeah.
you know, in the middle of the night, like at 11 o'clock, he's like, I need a slice of pizza. So we walk across the street to get a slice of pizza. So we ordered a slice, you know, back there in South Jersey had the big slices. So give me a slice with the extra cheese. And the guy says, no, give it to me cold. And Steve Scott has it in his hand. After the pizza was cooked, he would sprinkle the cold mozzarella cheese on it.
Yeah, I never
And
knew
then
that.
eat it,
Wow.
and then it was the greatest thing in the
Yeah.
world. So everywhere we went for like the next 2 years, remember you used to get the quarts of Coca-Cola? And
Yes,
used to
we were
fold them
talking
in
about
the
that with that
paper?
zip thing across the
Yeah.
top.
The cardboard.
Yeah,
Steve
the
would have
cardboard.
them fill that up with the cold mozzarella cheese
Get it,
and take
it's-
it home, and then sprinkle it on
that
your
sounds
pie and eat
Wow,
it.
that's good
It
stuff.
was the greatest thing in the world.
Yeah.
And
And
I
they-
totally forgot about that until the show came on. I'm like, what pizza stories do I have? I'm like, I don't have any pizza. You know, I love
Come on, Phil. You know,
Everybody's
gold.
got
that
them. You just
pizza-
got to trigger
that
what.
popped in my head.
Yeah.
I said the cold mozzarella, and then you just brought it up. I was
Right.
actually gonna mention
I've never
it.
seen it before until I
Oh
watched
my
that
God,
show
if
last
could
You
week.
got a pizza
do
story.
yourself a favor.
What your friend did with the cow and the pizza? Come on.
Remember your friend?
Do yourself a
When
favor.
you and your friend tried
I
to
wanna
make
party
it-
with you.
Mozzarella, and put it on your pizza and eat it.
Me-
And never go back.
Me and you, cowboy. Get it.
Very nice. Very good.
Do we got a picture of Felice or one of the brothers?
Yeah.
What do we got? Bullet's working his ass up. Look at him.
Let's
What
do
the
it.
hell?
Oh,
I want to get
That's
back
Wade's
because
brother.
now, I know the mayor. Well, the mayor. What's the one I'm looking? Mayor at
Mayor-elect.
large.
Is that the one you want?
What? The mayor-elect?
Mayor-elect.
Is that what it's called, Wayne?
Chris, the two big headshots I have are two pizza guys.
Okay.
So all the other pictures are the foundation people. Just a text. So what are you saying about Wayne?
Wayne said, well, I know we don't have him for long. He's busy, but I know what the terminology was. It's the mayor or mayor-elect.
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 This
Mayor-elect Wayne's it.
That guy right
That guy is the mayor.
Wait, what's that guy?
He is.
Felice.
Felice.
Perfect pizza?
Felicula. What's that guy's name, though? What's his last name?
Pinocchio?
That's Felice Pinocchio. That's where Wayne Giordano was nice enough to bring us Sicilian pie. Well, tell us a little bit about the pie, Wayne.
Oh, like he was very when we were. He was like, oh, we want a pizza time. Hold on. He grabbed his notepad.
You know,
right?
it's serious as
And he's like,
someone
listen, we
gets
can
a
break up
notepad.
the pie into 3. He's like, so what? What do you want? I was like, listen, I'm a Zudge and Peppers guy, so we got to put Zudge and Peppers on one pie.
You got Zudge and peppers on the pie?
Zudge and Peppers.
I never even thought about
That's
that.
real
And of
Italian,
course,
bro.
there's some onions too.
Can we take a pill, guy? I think we
You want to
Can we bring
take a
out-
look at?
Hey,
Yeah.
Wayne, you want to help us
Zudge
out?
and peppers. I never even thought of that.
And
That's real.
in the
That's
middle,
groundbreaking.
There's more. There's more.
in the middle,
This is a
Wait,
groundbreaking
guys,
show,
hold up
fellas.
1 second. Wayne, tell
Hey.
us. Wayne, tell us
Is it
the other.
still warm?
Wayne, tell us the other thirds.
Put him by Georgie over there, right by Georgie.
Wayne, tell us the.
Oh, look at that's on the top. You got to save that at the top of the box. That can't just go.
No, they can't go.
That's like the cheese on the aluminum foil when you get a
Yeah,
sandwich.
so now if you look
you
at
take
the
that,
right
I get the
side-
finger right in there.
Guys, hold up.
It's chaos.
Guys, hold up 1 second. Wayne, can you walk us through the other two
like 40
sections?
All right, so by Georgie's right hand is the Zudge and Peppers. But now in the middle is something special we used to get when we used to be coaching together on the Giants. And that was that's spicy beef bolognese with broccoli.
Is it broccoli raw or just broccoli?
No, just broccoli.
Wow.
Just a broccoli
It's
florets
a spicy beef bolognese.
with broccoli.
Oh,
Look
my
at that.
God.
Just get in there,
And then,
people. Get in
and then
there.
also on the right hand side, you got to go with the chicken palm.
So that's a chicken palm Sicilian slice?
Chicken
Staple.
palm Sicilian,
Staple.
Look
spicy
at-
beef and broccoli,
people-
and Zudge and Peppers.
Wait, is there paper plates out there? I have to try the Zudge and pepper.
People
I
at
got to give
home,
it a shot.
people at home,
Yes,
please.
I got plates. They were kind enough to give us plates and napkins in there.
What is it with pizzerias? You ask for paper plates, they give you like 3. It's like
I'm speechless.
No, he was willing to give me more.
Eddie's dying.
I want to.
I know. Every
no,
Wednesday I'm on a
he
diet and it
wants
goes out.
Zudge and
I'm gonna have the
Peppers.
Zudge and pepper. I'm gonna try.
No, that's the Sudge and Pepper. Sudge.
Remember when Rodney?
Bear with us, people. It's feeding time.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna have. You know what? I'll have the bolognese with the broccoli.
No, the middle one's probably no.
Salud.
For your father. For your father.
Yeah, what do you got?
Oh my God.
I had to go with the other beef and broccoli.
Bullet, please.
I'll take the middle. Just scrape some off the top.
Mikey, come over
I'll
here.
take the middle.
That's crazy. So you got the Zudge and pepper? What'd you get?
No, I got the bolognese.
I feel like Rocky. I'm gonna hit the one in the middle.
Was that Paulie? I guess you three of them out
Play it
there.
safe. I'm going to go with the chicken parm. Thank you,
Oh
Wayne.
my God, this is crazy.
Thank you, Wayne.
You want to split this? Split this.
This is unbelievable.
Yeah, it's big.
This is really good. George, what you got? The chicken?
I got chicken parm.
I feel it's only necessary that we give a shout out to Blue Flame, who was there before.
Wait, no.
Perfect.
Sudge?
Down?
Paper towels?
All right, we're keep going now.
All right, let's get it together.
The Sudge? There you go. There you go, Greg. It's
Welcome, and we're back.
All right, guys, what's going to happen here, though, we're just, we're down a little bit.
We're gonna sample.
But no, what's happening here, let's finish. We're going to bolt through the show. We're not going to get comments. The show's going to be posted tonight at 12 o'clock. But
This is all going to get taped, though. So
we're all taping
cool,
right now,
yeah.
so we're live. We're basically live in a way.
Anybody need paper towel?
And we're back.
All right, so we're being taped as of right now.
And we're back.
So Wayne, Wayne's it over there. I know you're not near a microphone, but you can talk loud enough where we can hear you. So how is the progress going on your fundraiser? It's Friday afternoon, I believe, at Anna L. Klein.
about $5 grand right now. So
You're at $5,000.
Nice, nice.
And still, the school has to put their part in. Last year they did 3,300, so we can do the same. We'll be over the 75, so it'll be good.
Well, I'd like to. Right now, I'm going to go in to get my checkbook. I want to write you a check for your foundation. Like again, I can't. I wish I had the big cardboard check, but I think you're doing a great thing, Wayne. And you put a lot of work into it, and we're proud of you.
Well, I bought cash tonight.
Phil, I kind of put you on the spot. Everybody's
I got
donating,
cash
Phil.
on me. Are you kidding?
Phil,
Go anywhere without cash.
Well, Phil is actually representing the Chopper 2002 Foundation, and I already spoke to Wayne earlier today, and both the Geo62 Foundation and the Chopper Foundation are going to give a nice donation to Wayne's charity.
Awesome. That's
Oh,
awesome.
that's amazing, man.
That's good stuff, boys. Good stuff.
Talking about pizza and love, baby.
Now, Chris.
Yes.
Once you get yourself settled over there, I believe we should really kick off this party. Savannah, do you have a minute?
Yes, I'll be right there.
Okay, we're gonna get you geared up as soon as we're done with our slice of pizza here. I think we're gonna go for the buzzer and go right for Chris's head.
Oh,
It's time
my
to see
God.
some time to see some scalp.
You know what? I don't know. I changed my mind.
Yeah. Well, it's you or Phil Natosi. Phil Natosi was going to do it. He said there was a possibility he could do it, but then Lisa dropped the hammer on that one.
Yeah,
What'd she tell you, Phil?
Lisa stole his bowl bag.
Negative.
What'd you tell you? Don't you dare come
Don't you
home.
dare come home with a bald head.
Otherwise, your bowl bag will not be touched for months.
Oh, look at this. We're getting ready here.
Exactly. And I refuse to have that happen.
Well, listen, while these guys get ready, Phil, would you be interested in talking a little bit about the Chopper Foundation?
Sure. As most of us know,
But don't talk to us like, because obviously I know Chopper and so does everybody in this
course.
room. Be a
But
little more insightful.
I'll try to do the best I can. Christopher Amoroso, who we all grew up with, became a Port Authority police officer, and he was stationed at Newark Airport, I remember, and we were actually going to Joe Lucci and Sandra Mandel's wedding, and we seen him in the Newark Airport, and he was so excited, and he became he got posted over at the port at
the Building 5.
Correct. So it was kind of surreal that he was so bored in Newark because he always wanted to he always loved
wanted to be in the mix.
Right. He always loved watching war movies. Big thing about heroes and stuff. And unfortunately, we all know what happened on 9/11. And Chris not only came out of the building saving someone's life as a Port Authority police officer, he went back in the building and perished.
I saw those pictures with that woman. And they're helping her out. He's all banged up, his face and everything.
Yeah, and he turned around and went back in the building.
Right. That's hero. That's hero
definition of
a
hero, right there.
Get a little emotional talking about it. I have his picture on my mirror in my bedroom, and all my children's. Wow. And anybody has a question in my family, what a hero looks like. It's not the guy in the television; it's the guy in the mirror. I always say that to my kids.
It's a great lesson taught to those kids.
Chris was a gentle giant. I mean, I love that man. And.
Hence the nickname Chopper.
Yeah, I mean, he was, such a big man, but he had a bigger heart.
That laugh.
Oh
my
smile.
God!
I could tell
the laugh.
Stories about him growing up with him. Playing hockey, playing softball with him and his dad and his uncle Teddy. We used to play for a softball team on Sunday afternoons at 4:00. Nobody played softball on Sundays at 4:00 except for us. And they asked me to play with them, and they played for a team called TFO. And the nickname was Too Fucking Old. And Chris and I, Chris ain't too much younger than I, and we played on him. But it was just a ton of fun. He was always, you always wanted to be with him. He's always fun, laughing, and it brings me back to a pizza story that I ran into him in Belmar. I came out of a tropical pub. I don't know if I remember this tropical pub in Belmar at happy hour, and I'm walking down the street by myself, and it wasn't late night. It was 8, 9 o'clock, and he's walking towards me, and he's got a young lady on his arm, and in his other arm he's got 2 pies in his arm. So
he wins. He wins.
Yeah.
And he was, like Chris always has that big smile on his face, and we see each other. We both had houses in Belmar, and we ran into each other once in a while. And I'm like, I was like, hey Chris, I said, what's up, brother? Hey Phil. He says to me, "What's up? Are you on your way home? On your way home?" I said, "No, I'm actually on my way to DJ's." He's like, "I go, you?" He's like, "I'm on my way home." I said, "Oh, you're meeting all the guys back at the house?" He's like, "No, just me." I said, "Well, who are the 2 pies for?" He's like, he goes, "Well, besides a slice for my friend here, the rest are mine." I'm like, "Oh," I said, haha, funny. I said, he goes, "Come on, come back with me." So we walked back to his house, which was a lot closer than where we had stayed. And we sat on the front porch, and he wasn't kidding. I got 1 slice, she got 1 slice, and he ate the rest.
Wow. God bless him.
Like the big man that he was. But it turned out that the woman that he was with ended up being his wife.
Yeah.
Which is
that's
funny.
beautiful. That's beautiful.
Yeah. And I only met her a couple times.
Pizza and love.
Yeah, but that's what it turned
It's a
out
wonderful
to be,
show tonight we have going
I don't know
on.
if that was the first day he met her, or that was, or whatever. But
I'm sure it might have not been the first night after she watched him take down a pie and a half. But I'm sure they were comfortable enough for him to do that in front of her.
Absolutely. But I remember that night vividly in my head, and when you guys asked me to come on Pizza Time and talk about Chopper, that was, it was a funny story because there happened to be pizza involved in it, and and that always stuck in my mind because of his wife was there, and it was, and the pizza was there, and he knew how to eat pizza.
Was the pizza good?
The pizza was actually a little dry.
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you something, Phil. You have 2 home.
Yep.
Do you just try to bullshit where you're going to fake it out, where you're going to order 1 pie, or that's not even it's 2 pies automatically?
It's automatically 2 pies, always. And, my kids love pizza, especially my oldest, Philip. And he actually has his apps on his phone where he orders the pizza, online.
You're 10% off, right?
So it's like Phil ordered the pizza. So my little guy, my oldest Philip, he'll order the pizza all the time. So he just goes right on his phone. Nowadays you don't have to pick up the phone anymore.
Right.
He goes on the phone and he can order Domino's, Mario's. I mean, don't get me wrong. The pizza in Pennsylvania does not stack up with the pizza around here. So there are a couple of good pizza places, and they're good. edible, but it just doesn't stack up to the pizza. I don't know, what it is, but I've tried, a multiple pizza places. But
out there in
Pennsylvania,
right? Yeah,
It must be the water. Must be the water.
It is, but I talked to the
water.
guy. They talked to the, there's one place I like, Slice of Italy, and they're from Brooklyn. And of course, the first thing I say, you're from Brooklyn, I'm from Jersey. I love my pizza. You guys love your pizza. Why can't you make your pizza taste like the pizza where we're from? And he's like, Phil, and no bullshit. They say the same thing. It's the water.
Even in PA?
Yeah, it's the water. He goes, the water is different.
It doesn't
And
like
that's
the
a
bread
big,
rise and
right?
stuff, right?
It's a big thing, and there's another New York pizza in Middle Allentown by the fairgrounds. I'm trying their pizza because I'm looking for a good
settle in a good spot.
Yeah. And they say the same thing. And Mario's Pizza by Dorney Park, which a lot of people know, we order from there all the time. They are the closest to our house, and they get we get good service. They know we call all the time. And I asked them the same thing. The owner actually delivers a pizza a lot of times.
Oh, really?
And and it originated he used to deliver to my father's house, which is down the block. So anybody who knows my dad, knows that he's been busting this guy's balls for 20 years. So when he came to my house and he seen my name, he said, "You're not related to the guy down the block with the motorhome parked out of the back of the thing. He used to bust my chops all the time from Jersey." I said, "Yeah, that's my dad." He goes, "Is he still there?" I said, "Well, he's there, but not so often." He goes, "Now I got to deal with you."
Phil, don't be nervous. Loosen up. Make yourself at home. Shut him the fuck
But
up.
it's still,
I'll tell you what, I love those stories. I don't know.
it is, but it's all about pizza love, about family.
About
and that's
family,
what
too.
It is.
Yeah.
And it means a lot when you order from a place and when you call and they know who you are.
Yeah.
And you don't think you're getting special. You're not gonna get the pizza stuck to the top of the box or the pizza slice. They know that you order all the time. They take special care of you.
I'll tell you a little thing about Pizza in Love. My dad, for years, was a bartender for father when he
Absolutely.
owned
And Michael.
the Dome 3 and Pandas, I guess. And I swear to God, my dad was a dishwasher for your dad, too. And my dad was down there Friday night, sometimes Saturday nights if people called out. But every Friday night, we counted on those burgers. They made great burgers at Dome 3. And my brother used to, when he was getting up from washing dishes, he'd come up and, we'd eat late, like 11:30 at night, my brother, when they closed the kitchen. And I remember that Friday night burger. It was just, like, amazing to me. Like, I always look forward to... There was six of us plus the girlfriends and boyfriends in the house. So they were coming up the block from Tunley Avenue up to we're on 82nd. They'd come up with these, whole it was like a cardboard box that the beers were in. They were all the burgers were wrapped in tinfoil. When I came in the house, and sometimes you opened them up and there was fries in them. It was like, wow.
Were there any pizza burgers?
I was gonna go pizza burgers with Brian with you, but I watched us play.
Now, Phil, let me ask you something. I remember, in the infancy of this effort, didn't I play in Secret?
Yeah, well, to give a little background on it, give a little shout out to my Sea Caucus buddies. Steve Stroke from Sea Caucus also passed away at 9/11, and Mike Pirro, Mara DePinto, Patty Taylor, and these gentlemen,
Love Patty
Ron
Taylor.
Costantino, they all, started a softball tournament in Steven's name, and I felt, when I heard about it, I felt what a great chance to put our softball team, when we play with, every Sunday, to put a team in, just to commemorate Christopher, and we got shirts made up, and a guy in Jersey City, Spoo, made us some shirts. He donated the shirts to us.
Nice.
So we got like 12, 14, 15 of us with our families. We go down to Sea Caucus, show up at 7 o'clock in the morning. They always give us the first game with our 15 cases of beer, and we just drank all day and played. We got our ass kicked 2 games, and we were done.
Not later, though.
Well,
not later.
no,
I remember playing late at night, diving all over the place, and I couldn't see the freaking ball for nothing.
Well, things changed pretty quickly. I think the first tournament was a year after, 9/11. So then the second year we went again. We came back. We played. And everybody was tipping in $20-25. We get beers and food and. Next year, the third year, there was 24 of us playing. So we'd play 2 teams. Half the guys would play the first half of the game, second half. Next year, Frankie Falco calls me up and says, I heard what you're doing. We'd like to get a team in. So we used to wear blue and white lettering with our chopper. Nobody? Where's our chopper?
Where's that shirt?
Chris has one on.
Chris has no. It's a Geo
underneath
shirt.
it.
Underneath, he's wearing both.
And then
He's got both on.
Frankie Falco said, well, how about we put a team in and we wear white?
No, that's the Baldricks.
and we wear white with blue lettering.
We got T-shirts out the ass tonight.
Yeah. So come the fourth year, we had so many people, and we were just collecting enough money to pay for the shirts, pay for the beer, pay for the food. We had 2 teams with all the family and all the friends that wanted shirts. I was ordering 100, 150 shirts, and everybody's paying $20. I had $2,000-$3,000, and I didn't know what to do with it. It only cost me $200-$300 for the stuff, so I had another extra $800,000.
You got the headphones on, George. You got to take the headphones off.
So I decided to call Justine Amoroso and Chris's sister and said, Justine, I'd like to start donate the money to Chris's daughter, Sophia.
Give me a chin
and do something good with the money, the extra money that we had. I didn't know what to do with it. So that's how it kind of started.
That's awesome.
Year,
it's grassroots.
Yeah. I mean, next year we had, when I tell you, we went to Sea Caucus. And we had close to 300 people on the sidelines in Sea Caucus watching.
Yeah,
small.
23, nice.
23, thanks. We had 300 people, family, friends, bringing food.
Lift up your chin.
Chin up.
Which chin? The first or the second?
Work through it, Phil. Work through it.
Let's go down to this one.
You got to get up to the top of his head, though. You're missing the top of his head.
Such a
8 3/4, 8 9, 8 and a half.
This is a great story. You're fucking it up.
It's a PG-13 show, and
so
don't attack his double chin.
When I tell you,
Very touchy subject here on the show.
When I tell you there was so many people on the sidelines, my brother Greg and Pat DiOrio, they're like, something, we really don't need to be here anymore. We should start, our own tournament, our own game. It was just going to be Frankie Falco's team versus our team. Everybody go to 67th Street, talk to Digger Odell, and the powers that be in North Bergen, and see if we can start our own tournament. Next thing we know, the police department wanted to come in, the fire department wanted to come in, and that's pretty much the basis.
That's beautiful. That's
of
love.
The Chopper Foundation. That's how it all started. And then Wayne and company jumped in.
Yeah, Wayne.
And what was on the what was on the back of that shirt?
The original picture.
We will never forget.
We will never forget.
We'll never forget.
And you see that all over. You see that in the Daily News every 9/11. You'll see. You'll actually see Chris's mom's picture in the paper, like every 9/11 in the Daily News. With her looking at the memorial with her red Chopper shirt on, and in the back it says that we will never forget.
Yeah.
And it's
emotional. It's emotional.
It is. It is.
It's nice to see so many people get involved.
Yeah.
Oh, you got to see it.
Donna
now.
and Charlie are great people.
Yeah,
they take it. I mean, it must be such a nice thing to see that many people carry on the legacy of Christopher. I think it's fantastic.
It's
mean,
great.
when you head up, when we used to have it at 67th Street Field, I mean, you'd walk around, you'd see 300 to 400 people roaming the field. I mean,
it's got up a lot
bands.
more than that. We have a scholarship. Once it got to a certain amount of money that we were raising, it became a little, what do we do with the money? People, and I hate to say this, but people are starting to question where the money went.
Right.
Wow. And we decided to create a scholarship fund for a scholar athlete from North Bergen, that we would donate the money to their college fund.
It's good stuff.
And I called Jerry Maeda up, and I said, Jer,
Does it always go to a wrestler?
No, my niece won it, actually.
Yeah.
My niece had one.
She could probably wrestle, too. But,
Yeah.
But, we started to try to do the right thing. And then, I kind of stepped back, and my brother Greg and, the great job that committee does kind of stepped in and ran with it. And they got
They got me involved.
ID number, got Wayne involved. It's all legitimate.
Louis, Gloria Giordano, Mike Appel.
And they give out, a ton of money, and they donate it to so many different foundations. It's not only just the scholarship. It's grown so big because all of the people that cared about Chris. And you come down now. We have it up in Hudson County Park, thanks to Freeholder Venieri. Yeah. You come up there. There's so many people. Everybody's done so many different things. New shirts. Everybody tries to do something different with their shirt. And the amount of people that come up just to stop by for 10 minutes.
And the amount of donations that we get.
And just people just donating money. And
Lorenzo.
The Lorenzos.
Yeah, let me address that for a minute.
Please.
Special thanks out. Most of you know Joey Lorenzo. They used to own Yellers right next to Veneri's on Kennedy Boulevard. Well, I guess Mike Edler, must have been about 8 years ago. We started, I think you went over and say, I call him Uncle Joe. You think you could help us out with some hamburgers and hot dogs? And within 5 years, now you're talking about these people are donating thousands of hot dogs and hamburgers, and you try to hand them a check, and they just won't have it. I mean, they just want to help out, and they're not even North Bergen anymore. They went down to Englewood. They're such good people. For this event, they're donating again. It's just Joey Sr., Joey Jr., and Johnny. We just want to say thank you guys so much. Your support means the world to us and to our foundation.
Now, Wayno, can we change you guys? So it's two foundations.
Right. So then we brought Wayne.
Well, Wayne, you had
I had a little
foundation going yourself.
I had a little insight, and I helped out the Chopper Foundation to get a little background on how to start a scholarship fund within the school system. And I mean, we've been going. I mean, obviously, if everybody doesn't know, my brother passed away back in 1997.
We had a picture of him up on the screen.
I mean, he was. Oh yeah, there he is,
Anthony.
There he is.
But obviously, we actually started growing up in Union City, right by the reservoir on 20th Street.
Oh, that's a beautiful area. I love that little
It is.
section.
It's nice.
Yeah.
We had a little apartment upstairs. I remember crapping my pants trying to watch cartoons outside. I do remember that. I was like 2 years old. But and then we moved into downtown North Bergen. Yes, I am from downtown. Georgie, you're from Midtown. And other people are usually from uptown. But uptown. That's right, Mike. You don't count. But a long story short, my brother grew up. He was a graduate of North Bergen High School, and he actually wasn't a college kid. He wanted to start working
He was
right away.
He was a blue collar guy.
Blue collar guy.
And but at the same time, he was giving back to the Pop Warner. He was coaching in the Pop Warner. I remember all that.
He volunteered in the Pop Warner with the football program. He was a coach on the Red Raiders, and unfortunately, that December, when he was working construction, he died in a construction accident. And then, believe it or not, that was in December of 1987.
Wow.
And
was it 87?
It was 87.
I remember it like it was yesterday.
So crazy, isn't it?
I mean, yeah, Greg. I mean, you must have been like 5 years old, or 6 years old.
No, 87. I was. I guess I was in 6th grade, but I remember it clear as day. I mean, my dad. My dad was devastated. I just remember like the house. Everybody was crying. My sisters were crying. It was a really devastating day. I mean,
before
it came out of nowhere.
Before I even saw my parents, I saw your dad. Your dad was in my aunt's house at the time. And it was like whatever it was, 11:30 in the morning. Your father came to visit me. Devastated I was, and before you know it, I mean, that June, we gave out a scholarship, our first scholarship given out in 1988. Yeah. And believe it or not, you know who the first recipient was? Richard Buzzer.
Really? Because he was a senior in high school.
Yes, he was.
Right. Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah. It was crazy. So Richie Buzzer won our first one, and believe it or not, come this June, we would be giving out this scholarship now for 29 years.
Wow, that's awesome.
I can't believe it's been that long.
And
wow.
It's definitely hands to that. And it doesn't, it didn't come easy. I mean, our parents and all the family friends that joined us. I mean, Georgie's family, everybody, the Bartuloviches. I mean, but the people that actually ran the foundation were like the Fishers, the Prado family, and God rest both of them. I mean, God bless the Prado family. After what just happened to them. I mean, with losing both parents in 13 months. I mean, that's crazy. I mean, that really does suck. Life does suck, but what are you gonna do? You got to go on. But after that. And then since then, we've did fundraisers from 50s dances to golf outings. I remember getting drilled in the face with a golf ball on one of the golf outings, and I really never played golf again.
I remember that. We're not going to say who did it, because I don't want to be mad at me, but
Did you really do it?
it was Jason Abraham was just playing with a friend of his. Yeah, we're not gonna get into it. I don't want to fight. I'm gonna see him soon on vacation. I don't want to have But
then the one year when we had the remember the triathlon,
we had some type of.
We had the softball throw, the football throw,
and
the free throw with the basketball. We had a
great
time.
We had a great time. That was set up through the Pop Warner, and actually you and Pam and Toasty.
Me, Pam, and Phil. Phil made the cutouts with the plywood and whatnot.
20th reunion.
Oh, you made those cutouts?
That was a good one. That was a fun night that night.
I tell you what, that last one was on an angle. I missed that last one.
Yeah, that's what
maybe
it was.
I was standing on the wrong foot.
You know this, Greg? You know what cracks me up? This started out as like in Sequoia as a beer drinking on second base, plays football. These lunatics from North Bergen now have taken it to a whole new level. Who's got the arm brace on with the metal in it?
Don't get me started.
With the high socks.
We had 3 people. We had 3 people from the Dominican national team playing in our softball tournament.
It's so competitive.
Oh my God,
It's craziness.
Wait, I remember going
It's
to
crazy,
it was a doo-wop fundraiser.
we
too.
had a great
Mr. Mulligan.
Mr. Mulligan. Miss Mercy Mulligan is actually retiring this
shit, I love Mercy.
June.
Great family, the
I
Mulligans.
tell you what, he has some voice, and
I
they would
remember
actually
that.
have the 50s dances were actually held out in Hasbrook Heights
Right,
at it was
Right in the
it was
corner. What was the name of the place?
the Pioneer Club.
Yeah, there you go.
It was
There
the
you go.
Pioneer Club in Heights, and but since then, we actually, my parents, they moved to Florida, and our fundraising things actually dwindled for a while until the Amoroso, the Chopper 2002 Foundation, started building up, and we got together again, and then we started doing fundraisers together. The first thing was
Perfect match.
the beefsteak.
It is a perfect match.
That beefsteak.
It's a great point.
The beefsteak is
everybody
great
loves a
at
good
the
beefsteak,
Brownstone.
yeah.
I mean, hands out to them.
That's
I mean,
like a
they take care
sellout
of
crowd,
us.
that beefsteak.
Every
It's crazy.
year, it's like 350,
Yeah.
360 people come to no matter what day it is. Sunday night, Tuesday night, Wednesday night, doesn't matter. Any day that ends in Y, they come. And then, and then all of a sudden, about 4 years ago, me and Phil had this. We were probably having a couple coffees like we're having now, and we decided to start a horseshoe tournament, and we started doing that. And within about 2 years, we realized that horseshoes really isn't for everybody. So
Yeah, it's really not.
It's really a lot
You
easier.
know who was very good at it, though? Pat Cospito excelled.
Oh my God, he threw one horseshoe and left.
No, wait, Greg, you have a story about that? I didn't see him play it, but I heard it's legend at this point.
It was the
kid's a
scariest
great
thing I've ever
athlete.
seen.
But just that one sport he just couldn't get it. Now, Pat, there's no offense to you, Pat, but it's legend.
No, this is what happened. George brought it up before. Like me and George just recently got close. I mean, I remember him from a long time ago, but me and him, we talked about it today.
Yeah.
Pat Cospito, right? So he's playing now. It starts to rain. Now, number one, Pat's like, he's one of those guys who wants everything to go right. Don't worry about that. That's just the plane. The plane's
somebody
on
on
the
the
roof.
roof.
And
Like
whatever,
City Field.
Pat just got, he threw a couple bad horseshoes, and all of a sudden, one went straight up. He felt like everybody was looking at him.
62
No,
horseshoe.
everybody was looking at him.
Yeah, I know. But that's what he said. He goes,
Everybody say duck.
yeah, he goes, everybody's looking at me right now. Everybody's looking at me. I go, Pat, don't worry about it. He goes, he throws one more when he goes to whip me. It goes like 4 feet, and it sticks in the mud, sticking up. He goes, I'm out of here. He goes to start running off. I grab him. I go, Pat, look at you. You're the captain of the fire department. People expect leadership. He goes, I'll come back on, but as long as nobody looks at me.
He had tears in his eyes.
upset.
Real
He was-
tears in his eyes. He
He's a
was
competitive
upset.
guy.
He's
He's
very
very
competitive.
competitive.
So in lieu of Patrick's athletic experience with the horseshoe, we decided to switch over to cornhole because it's actually it's only like
It's
half the
fun.
weight.
I love
It's
cornhole.
fun, and it's actually we started out last year with the cornhole tournament, and we've been doing good. I mean, each year both foundations we give out $5,000 each foundation to North Bergen High School graduates.
That's nice.
One
It's
girl,
great
one
that
guy.
it's grown
I mean,
to such a level like
Yeah.
that. That's fantastic.
I mean, we started the first year we gave out it was $500 back
Right.
in 1988.
Yep.
And then we progressed.
Yeah, and everybody should come down this Saturday.
Yeah.
At 11 a.m. registration
Now, is
starts.
that bar one?
No,
No,
no.
actually.
Okay.
I tell you what, bar one was willing to take the hit.
There goes
What do you
the
mean,
asshole.
what
Being an asshole.
I didn't know.
No.
PG.
I'm PG-13.
PG-13.
Sorry, kids. Bocamino Park, who everybody ought to know, is down on 95th Street, Railroad Avenue, the old Orchard Grove. You can't find it, give me or Wayne a call.
And for those of you my age, if you go to like the old Drama, which is that liquor store, right where you make that left where No Chase is 7-Eleven, that corner right there in Fairview, make that left and just go straight.
Just
And
go
don't
on
stop.
Google
Yeah.
Maps, put in Bocamino Society. Who thank
It'll
you
pop
to
right
the
up.
Bocamino Society, by the way, because they donate the whole park to us.
They don't charge us
They don't
anything.
charge us
Really?
a
Oh,
dime.
that's
that's right.
amazing.
And they allow us to, run wild
For
down
all
there.
your really old timers, it's up the block from the Yankee Tower.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wayne, we got
Wow.
your mom watching, Wayne. Mrs.
Hey,
Giordano's
she's
on with us.
She's on. I can't
Hi,
figure this phone thing
How
out.
you doing, Mr.
Why
J?
keep shutting off? I don't know. I'm not done with this phone.
I want to tell you one thing.
How you doing, Ma?
Bolo,
When you,
back
when
live
you do
again?
come down, you don't have to play.
live for like
You can just come down and donate your time for 5 or 10 minutes. You want to come down, hang out, say hello. There's a ton of people you haven't seen in a long time. It's a great,
I'll tell you what,
Time
I
to
tried to
talk.
reach out. I know the Somics, Stevie Somic bought a house on Grand Avenue between 85th and 86th. If anybody wants to go there and complain about anything in town. He likes to take people. He's got an open door policy. But I'm trying to get.
So everybody's ring this bell on your way.
You know what? If anybody ever needed their balls broken, it's Stevie Sonic. Because man, could he put it out?
Oh my God, he could definitely put it out.
He's such a scutch, right? But listen, I'm trying to get in touch with Jim Somick. If you're out there, Jim Somick, I'd like you to be my cornhole partner.
Wow.
I'm willing to put the fee up myself. I played with you a few times in Stevie's yard, and you have the talent. I think together we could do something.
Well, I'll tell you right now, just one last thing on the cornhole from me anyway, is that last year the champions, the one partner is sitting to my right.
That's
Wait,
right.
you won last year?
Me and the Pepper.
The Pepper.
Pepper's won.
Stitch and Pepper won the tournament last year.
Is there rules against how long your arm can be?
Because he's basically reaching over and dropping it right in the coat.
If you guys,
rules for that.
Pepper is Gene Ashoff? Or
Gene Ashoff.
So Pepper is Gene Ashoff.
But Timmy Ashoff will be there. I think he's bringing Paulie Walnuts. I think he's going to be down there.
Really? Paulie Walnuts is coming?
Paulie Walnuts is coming.
But for those of you, Paulie Walnuts is who?
I know him as Paulie Walnuts.
Yeah, that's his name.
Tony Sirico?
That's it. No.
With the wings.
Tony,
good ketchup.
he's got an envelope. We got to give him an envelope. We got to give Tony an envelope just to have the tournament.
Right, exactly.
He's got to get the envelope. That's what he's coming down for. But I want to tell everybody who's coming down, if you do have a partner and you're coming down, don't be afraid to wear uniforms to come down with,
Yeah, absolutely. You guys can have like your team shirts on or whatever
shirts.
you want.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Just something a little different.
Remember when it was the what was that, the scavenger hunts?
The hunts I used to do?
Yeah.
We were team tie-dye. I wonder why.
You guys did have bandanas and tie-dye.
Yeah. and I had a partner,
we were
but
the
I don't
pink
have a
team.
partner anymore. So I'm looking for a partner.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, I don't have a partner. I had a partner last year, was Patty DiOrio, but he was so bad.
201
but
482 4244.
You can't be George.
Bullet's got Tom Sirico.
You know the deal. Why does he not have a partner? And I'm going to tell you why he doesn't have a partner. Because the second you throw your first bag, he's coaching you. All of a sudden, he's got the technique. He's going to straighten you out. You're too demanding. It's not fun anymore. You really are.
I got a
play golf
reputation
with
to
him. It's
protect
terrible.
as an
Nah,
all-around athlete, not only on the field, but on cornhole too. I have
Phil,
look
Phil.
who won last
Well,
year.
John Moran.
Look
Why
who
don't you get
won.
John Moran?
First of all,
John Moran just checked.
I don't play with Irish
because he
people.
won't take your
I
shit.
don't play
That's
with
why.
Irish people. I'm not a racist.
Vowels at the end of the name. You're good.
See, I thought I would have a partner over here, but he's family obligation.
Wait, your comment was, look who won last year.
Right.
Who was your four-hitter on your softball team for like 10 years?
You.
Oh,
Okay.
Look at that.
All right.
Look
But
at that.
I had, I suck.
No,
You don't
no,
suck.
no.
Two different games, though.
Two different games.
Well,
Listen.
you deal with balls and you deal with bags.
I'm just happy I have two former teammates sitting here for the first
Guys.
time. I've had people actually.
All right,
ball.
George, don't get panties in a bunch because we're not going to go into baseball right now.
I'm not going to go into baseball.
But what we're going to do right now, and I'm sorry, Silvana,
Silvana?
Oh no!
I need you to get those blades chopping.
It's time to address the St. Baldrick's Foundation.
guys.
Wayne's it and the St. Baldrick's
Guys,
Foundation.
we're going to come back and talk about where we're going to meet,
Yeah.
where it's going to start. We're
All
gonna
right,
do
great,
all that
great.
in a little bit. But I want to see Silvana's going to come in here. Bullet,
Somewhere at.
Bullet. We got the
Wayne, do you
Wayne
mind taking that chair and putting it right here in the gap for us?
Sure.
Turn it around for us. Not that one there if you want. There's another one right in front of you.
right in front of you.
This way you don't have to lose your seat. We're going to put
Mike
Bullet
Edlin.
right here in the gap, and we're going to get some head shaving going on. Phil Natosi, you're first.
Greg, can you work the boards?
Now, wait a minute. I thought this was a possibility when I talked to you
was.
during the week. And what
It
happened?
was. My wife told me no.
And since when does that...
Not that that's the end all be all, but for me to cut my hair, I mean, if anybody who knows me for the amount of years that I've been around knows how much I love my hair, and it would take an awful lot of money. For
You
me
had
to
nice
shave my
hair when you
What do you
played
want?
baseball.
What kind of a donation are we talking about right now?
Pretty large.
Like what?
Hair. Nice wavy hair.
It would take a couple thousand.
No, you see, that's such a cowardly way out. Say it a couple of thousand.
So, well, between you and your brothers, that's half the battle right there. That's like a drop in the bucket.
Okay, folks, what we're going to do now is, like we mentioned earlier, Wayne Zitt, his foundation is the St. Baldrick's Association, and they raise money for childhood cancer research, which is so admirable. And what they're going to do on Friday afternoon from 1 to 4 at Anna L. Klein School in Guttenberg is they're going to have people come in. They're not going to sell the hair. They're not going to, what's the word? Do I use the word recycle the hair? Or?
They do that with longer hair, but
Right.
it's right now when people just do that, it's so people sponsor you. So they
Oh,
give
you
the
get
money.
sponsored to have your haircut. So our own Bullet, Chris DePiero, has volunteered to get his head shaved. There's Big Chris.
What happens to the hair?
Yeah, Chris, nothing. They're going to get rid of the hair. They're not going to use the hair.
Hey, Chris, can
and
you say one thing?
Savannah's volunteered. We're going to get him ready, and we're going to buzz his hair here. So anybody, please, if you feel like pledging some money like that, it's the St. Baldrick's Foundation. And Wayne's it. If you could write in again, and just give me if there's an account number or something like that that we're supposed to address as we make the donations, please let us know. I'd stick with us here, people. We're a little unorganized for this. We've never shaved a head before. It's an orthodox situation.
Eddie, I need a stats from the head measuring, please.
All right, the stats for the head measuring.
While we're waiting.
We still it's status quo pretty much as far as the champion.
All right.
We still have the same champion.
Same champion. Okay,
But Wayne was 23 circumference.
Yes.
8.5 chin to top of head.
That's nice.
Okay, Phil was exact same measurements. 23, 8.5.
Wow, look at that.
We got some good head.
Bullet was 23 and an 8 prior to the head shaving.
Prior to the
Now we're going to measure him again
We're
after the
gonna
head
measure him
shaving.
again.
Yes.
Okay.
That thing got to charge up? All right, we got to get the camera on him, though. We're still on.
How do you want it?
Nice and tight.
Go with the 1.
Go with the 1 level. Yeah, we want to see
So
bald
then
head.
push the blade all the way up to the front if you're going to use the clip.
All the way to the top.
There you go. You're good.
That's not a lot of hair.
Lisa Natosi, please write in and give permission for Phil to play with us today. We'd like to have his head shaved.
No.
Let me ask you something. If the Rangers, if this were a guarantee that the Rangers would win the Stanley Cup, how quick would you do it?
Quickly.
Quickly. That it's different.
That's a different ball game. I would do anything to help to raise the cup.
I got to show the shirt.
2. That's it.
Now, I know you're on it. Tommy Callahan's watching, so I know you're on. It's the only way we're getting him on here to watch is if you're on here, Phil.
Tommy Callahan.
He's a lunatic.
Love that kid.
Loon. He's got to do more live segments.
I tell you what, Tommy Callahan, one time.
Guys, listen. The whole thing is you got to hit the link and donate some money. That's the whole reason we're doing it.
Come on, people.
Where do I start?
Hey, we were playing softball up in Wayne,
Right.
and
Are you ready?
they forgot the bases. Tommy Callahan drove back to North Bergen, back up to Wayne in less than 20 minutes.
Did he really?
Because he had a Mustang.
He's a lunatic, the kid. I wouldn't get in the car with him for
What's
anything.
this?
All right, let's focus on Greg right now.
Look out.
Oh, we're buzzing.
It's only an hour show.
Don't baby him. Right up the middle, Savannah. Right up the middle. Let's get some action.
Go right down the middle. Oh, you have the red.
Phil, look. It's not that hard, Phil. You could do this. This could be you.
Show how to do it, Philly.
It's not that bad, Phil.
George, don't you start.
Come on, I'm already done.
George, how long we known each other?
Well, I was trying to
We've been on the
explain.
battlefield together.
I was trying to explain before I was rudely interrupted that I finally have 2 teammates in the same room because all the shows I haven't had one teammate. Eddie wasn't my teammate. Greg wasn't my teammate.
Oh my God.
Go Bullet. Go Bullet.
Oh my God! What? Hold on.
That's it. I forget.
That's it.
I'm not doing
Stop
it.
right there. Make him get on the plane tonight like that.
That's it. Oh my God!
Leave one pork chop right in the middle. Leave one pork chop.
Just give him a mohawk to me.
Greg, take over that design.
No, wait. It's
Leave that middle patch.
Oh, good. Is it growing back?
That's awesome. That nothing's coming off.
I know what I'm going to
No,
look
wait,
like
no,
in 2
no,
years.
Ow!
I love you, Wayne.
Greg's taking over.
Look at
Guys,
That's
please,
it. Short, quick strokes.
the St. Baldrick's Foundation. Go to the website. The links are on the. I think it'll look better.
They're on the page.
The links
Give
are
him a
on
real
the
bad
page.
receding
Please
hairline.
donate.
Like leave one line
donate
at the
for
top.
Chris.
Childhood cancer.
Make him get on the plane like that. I'll donate more if you get on the plane like that.
Hold on a second.
Nobody want to sit next to him. They think he's got
Leave him
they
with a
think he's got
hat.
some kind of contagious
That's what I
thing.
look like. That's not too bad.
Hey, Chris,
No, that looks
I
nice.
think this is a good look for you.
You like it like that?
Yeah.
This is like.
Ali Krishna. Krishna, Krishna.
That's awesome. Holy cow. Oh
Greg's
my
getting a
God.
kick out of this.
Bullet Wayne Zitters, thank you very much.
St.
Wayne Zitters just wrote in.
Baldrick's Foundation, guys, please donate money. Please donate $5, $7, whatever you can. $100.
I tell you what, Bullet, for you doing this, I'm going to hand it to you. You give it to Wayne Zitt. I got a $100 donation.
Wow.
All right?
I'm gonna match Eddie.
Guys,
Phil's
on
got
my-
Phil's another 100.
This is
Thank you,
the,
Phil.
Are we still good? We're still live. That's awesome. Guys, on my page, there's a link to St. Baldrick's Foundation. Wayne Zitt's page, a cure for childhood cancer. It's not bad.
Yeah, you look pretty good, Chris.
We should definitely get the
my
footage
God.
from Stripes when they were shaving their heads.
Yeah, absolutely.
Come on, what are you poking me in the fucking head with that?
PG-13.
You got to use the left ear adapter.
God, help me. Still going?
Oh yeah, we're still alive.
Yeah, dude,
This is the right ear.
you're doing good. Still not bad.
Just do the top. Leave
Wayne,
the back
it's like
like,
you're
like he's got a mullet in the
The
back.
hoof. The hoof.
The hoof.
Hit the hoof.
With the,
Now, Chris, tell us a little about you going away.
One dog's facing
Yeah,
one way, one dog's facing the other way.
to LA at 6 o'clock in the morning without my hair.
Oh my God.
you
But
can take
we're
your
gonna-
hair with you,
I'm
Chris.
going
You're just
for
not on your
a
head.
ride into the desert. I'm going to visit some family friends who.
And you gonna see
who are
that
buried
guru
out
doctor
there
that you
and
got?
Pay my respects.
Are you really?
No. The hoof.
I almost cut your
Yeah, whatever you do, don't touch the hair that's growing out of my ear.
My
I
mother
want
told me
that.
not to cut your ear.
I'll be honest
Yeah.
with you, you just made him look like a Jewish.
Oh my
Jewish
God!
Jew.
Holy cow!
He looks like a Jewish.
You're
Jew.
gonna choke
Wow. Wow!
way.
Wow! That's awesome.
I don't want to.
Chris, it's like a swimming cap. You got your own personal swimming cap now, pal.
Holy great.
Bullet is gonna be even faster.
What am I gonna do for him? Make my fucking POF profile, my Tinder profile. I know, right? Oh my God!
I forgot.
Well, you just right.
Oh, there we go. I'm back.
You want to.
So, I just don't think you're like you're taking the hair off of the razor. You just let
gotta
it
read it.
clump
Hold
up.
on.
Like blow it out, yeah, Greg. Blow it out. You're not good.
I'm
My daughter
good.
just
It's embarrassing.
Don't you dare.
Oh, your wife wrote it wasn't her. It's the kids. The kids don't like it.
Love it.
Guys, go to my page. There's a St. Baldrick's. Please donate some money. $20, $10, $5, whatever you can. For the cure of childhood
Well,
cancer.
Let me ask you a question. Where did Wayne go? Is it where Wayne went?
Wayne had to go. Wayne had a phone
He's so
call.
busy lately.
Wow.
You can't even talk with him.
Make him little peach fudge so he can look
Just
like
keep it even. Don't even fool around.
No, it's
If you're going for, you got to go all the
How
way.
much longer?
You're almost there.
with the thing.
Greg, you got to start hitting from the top.
Greg.
Wait.
Am I really bald?
Greg.
Thank you, Greg.
what we're gonna do. We'll move you over to the side so
Yeah.
Mom's gonna finish the back.
She's gonna finish and show us the, and we're gonna get it back. We're gonna get back to business over here.
All right.
We're
Okay.
gonna move. Wait, which way is
trying to
this
get
connected?
it
This way.
Bullet, I'm proud of you.
Bullet, I'm proud of you, Bullet.
Paul, we're gonna sit you right here and finish it.
He's got a thick mane. It's gonna take
That's
another
great.
15 minutes, so Silvano's gonna move him into the corner.
Clear the fucking hair off the thing. No, it's not. It's hurting.
It is.
It's fucking ridiculous.
All the bitch coming right out of him.
Don't worry, you're not bleeding at all.
Oh,
Sit right here. Silvana, sit behind him. And listen, you come up the back. Come up the back.
Yeah.
Bullet's miserable right now.
Bullet.
He'll give 300 just to get out of it right now.
Think of the children, Bullet. Think of the children.
Wow, he's
Don't
killing
be
you.
a
When
bitch.
Good Foundation goes
Down.
bad.
Down.
All right, we're down, but we'll keep taping. We're still going on.
I get no kicks from champagne.
Where did Wayne go? Wayne's it disappeared?
Zit disappeared.
You got, how about poor Wayne? Poor Wayne came up here 2 weeks ago, so excited that he was going to announce that he had no competition. He was going to be the mayor. Yeah, that's nice. Now sit down. We want to measure your head. You have no idea what hit him.
It's a flurry.
Change of events.
It was a flurry.
Oh my God.
All right, I got a couple stories here we got to get into.
Oh.
9 minutes left on tape. All right, guys, so we're going to do a 9-minute quick little power hour.
All right.
Any stories you want to get to?
No, I figure we'll leave it to these guys for now, eh?
Yeah. So let's finish it up. Let's
Where were we? Where were we?
Let's go back to
Whoa.
I love you guys gave us
Sorry.
the beginning of the foundation, how it evolved,
The merger.
the evolved, how the merger was. It was awesome. But what are we looking forward to this weekend? Tell us a little bit about this weekend.
You're looking for a repeat champion. That's what I tell you.
What are we looking for to buy a ticket to get in for those
I
who
tell you
who
what,
want to stop by who don't want to play?
Spectator fee is $20, and I
what
tell
do you
you
get
what,
with that?
you get a wristband, you get all the beverages you'd like to drink, and the food that you want to eat, and you get to watch a lot of good people that play cornhole.
That's adult
That's not-
beverage.
Adult beverages.
That's a bargain.
Oh, that's
Yes.
good. He'll be awesome.
Absolutely. $40 if you're single, and we'll find you a partner.
Exactly.
Maybe,
Or
maybe if you're lucky, it may be me.
Yeah.
Listen, I'll
Because
say
I'm a phenomenal cornhole player.
Wait, let me look right now. I'll be honest
I
with you.
think
Would you
Phil-
mind partnering up with me right now?
Oh, that would be great.
Because
Oh, wow.
if Jimmy didn't get back to me, I mean,
I don't know.
It's like the meeting of
Greg, I've never
Smith and
seen
Wesson.
you play. You might have to try out. But if you tell me, I mean,
listen, I'm a winner.
How are you
That's
at
what I
taking,
do.
at
I win at
taking
everything.
critical advice?
I spoke to him last year. He explained the rules to me, and I kept asking him again and again.
not even a rules.
He walked away
Technique.
from me.
He's gonna
Was
get
that
on
2
you
years
about
ago?
technique.
Yeah. 2 years ago. I kept asking the
He's a
same
little
question
annoying.
over and over because I couldn't figure it out. And they kept pointing me to Phil. I asked him again and again. He goes, "Do me a favor, just get away from me."
go away. I said, how do you go away? I said, is there a way to get you to go away?
He goes, "It was pouring rain. It was muddy out. Everybody was
True,
soaked."
true,
And he
true.
goes, "Please, no more questions."
Let me explain it this way.
I want to know everything.
Let me explain it this
Wait,
way.
no,
You know, I'm not an easy guy to get along with when it comes to competing. I have 2 brothers. You most know, Jeff and Greg, and neither one of them are coming. I figured one of them would be my partner, but
Greg's not coming this year.
he'll be there after the.
I think it'd be great.
The
TV
competition
if
is
you was
over.
partners for the next couple of
Yeah,
years.
that'd be
So,
great.
I got to go in there.
I play to win. I play to
Maybe
win.
maybe my uncle Steve. Everybody knows Danielle Ifelice. Maybe his.
She was on. She was on.
She was on.
By the way, I got to say how amazing she looks. She hasn't aged.
excuse
Like
me?
what?
It's a compliment.
My aunt.
Stop it there. It's a compliment.
She's your aunt.
She's your
She's
aunt.
my aunt.
You don't want to go through
My
that
aunt.
family tree.
All right, so
She does look amazing.
this pizza was great.
Pizza was amazing.
What do you go with the pizzas? Good job. Well, Uncle Steve, though, but if you're not doing it on Saturday, maybe somebody that's related to me will be my partner.
Well, I
All
thought
right,
you were
so
going to
I'm
take Greg.
out.
What
So
happened?
I'm
You
out.
bounced
No,
on that
you-
guy?
Jimmy Samick, get a hold of me.
I can't.
You're out
I'm
already.
I'm going to play with Jimmy. That was going to say
Nobody
everybody's
goes
looking
ahead
at
of
him.
the family.
No, I get you.
I tell you, we're going to be having some people
he
come
thought
up from
you were
down
good-
south.
If he thought you were good, watch how quick he dropped the
fucking
family.
good at everything.
According to John Prater, he's bringing a couple of ringers up from Bricktown.
Wait, can I ask you one question?
really?
Because I don't remember this, and this is probably this is important.
Okay.
Is what was the cut for the winner?
The winner is actually first, second, and third place. So 50% of all the money collected, 50% goes to the foundations. The other 50% we're paying out. So 30% of the winnings will go to first place. Then I think we broke it down to like, I don't know, 15 and 10 or something like that.
See, this is when they lose me.
Yeah.
That's why I keep asking
I think it
questions.
was- I think it was-
And they go crazy when I keep asking them the
Right,
questions.
right. But it was a pretty large fund. Last year we had 26 teams, I believe, 28 teams.
I think we were up to 28. Hopefully we can get close to 40 this year.
Yeah. So I mean,
You know?
it's a nice little penny.
And I tell you what, and ever since the start, Dr. Frank Bello,
Frankie's great,
our
man.
family friend, chiropractor, he's been
The group text messenger
he's
guy.
been
Yes.
our sponsor since day one.
Now, all kidding aside,
You know?
Frankie, I tell you what, Frankie is always in his pocket. People are always
Class
coming
act.
to
All
him for
the
help,
time.
and he
Frankie's the
never
best.
denies anyone. You want to talk about a class act? That guy he's done well, and he gives right back to all the people who
Absolutely.
need it. He's good people.
Love you, brother.
Can't play
Love you,
golf,
Frankie.
but he's still a good guy.
Can't play golf.
He doesn't show up to our dinner, but he's a good guy.
The Clippers dinner?
Not the Clippers dinner. You told me not to talk about baseball.
I heard that. I heard
Atlantic City.
at that 45 and older league, the Clippers. I heard there's a pitching machine.
45.
T-ball now.
It's
They're moving to T-ball.
Hey, no more baseball talk, all right?
Chris Iorio wrote, he's seen llamas get shaved quicker than you.
Hey, Chris, you look pretty
Somebody
good.
call the grasshopper. Is the grasshopper open? We send him down there.
Hey, that was just on North Bergen. What's that North Bergen page?
No,
The hair shack.
North Bergen Hair and Now. No, Hair and Now.
Hair and now.
North Bergen Here and Now.
North Bergen memories. Then
North
and
Bergen
Who's that
Memories,
by Jazz-
that is
Jazzo?
Jazzo,
Yeah.
yeah. They just showed the grasshopper in that building. It does look like a little castle, right?
Yeah.
If you look at it.
Do we have a photo of the flyer for Saturday?
The only person who'll be able to find out is Chris.
Oh, Chris is getting
Chris is
We'll
getting
get back
it.
to that, but I just want to make sure everybody knows
Yeah.
where the
Hey,
address
listen.
and where we're going.
Phil, when we're done here, look, we're going to stay for a little bit. We'll have a couple cocktails, but we'll let's put on there and we'll share it, and then we'll share it with everybody's page. They'll have so everybody will check it out. Besides, like what's on tonight at Pizza Time, we'll have the flyer, I guess, and everybody can take a look at that. And
Yes.
I mean, I'm in. I'm definitely down. This is going to be my second one going since the Cospito
Yes.
episode.
I love you, Patty.
Well, I got you here, and nobody's around. And your wife might be listening. When are we going away to play golf for that? Lisa, does he have permission to go away? Since he wasn't allowed to shave his head,
Didn't he
does he
just
have
come
permission
back?
for a good... He does, but he's very busy. It's business. Because we talk about this.
Where are we
Wait,
going?
I don't know. Where do you want to go? Let's go
doing it the
somewhere and play
opposite
golf.
way.
Key West?
You can't stay in a room with me, that's for sure.
Oh, that's the West way.
Yeah,
I
you
have
gotta
the
go that
problem.
way.
What is the problem? You don't want to pay for your own
Yeah,
room?
do that at
You
the
don't
end
wanna
when
share
it's-
after
I don't want to
the
take the
party.
same flight.
Why are we go together? You get your own card. I'll get my own
Because
card.
we'll play golf. That's why. Now, George, it's true. He wants to know, did I split appetizers with you today at the restaurant?
No.
At Porter?
No. What happened was, I mean,
What video it is?
we do, but
do have
we
some,
do,
but we need-
we
we
do,
get
but we're
tired
not
of
getting to that.
Craig won't be able to bring up that video. We reported today. No sweat. Don't worry about it,
Well,
Craig.
go ahead, George.
Hold on, wait. All right, so anyway, we were at Porter today, and I met Eddie first, and we liked the eggplant on the menu. The eggplant looked great in the menu, so Eddie said, I'm getting the eggplant. And I was just about to say, I'll share that with you, and I said, I'll get an eggplant for myself.
Who shares eggplant?
That's what
I
mean.
don't share anything.
Eddie
I'm
doesn't
not
share
sharing
anything.
appetizers.
So I got an
Order another
eggplant.
one.
Eddie got an eggplant. It was out of this world.
Did they keep the skin on the eggplant?
It was fried. It wasn't
No,
skin.
fried.
I don't think
I
it was
don't like the
skin.
skin. The
fried.
skin gives me agita.
I don't like
Yeah,
the skin
yeah.
does give you agita. I just
gives
don't
me
like the way
agita.
it tastes. Oh, here it is.
No, here we go. We're here.
Yeah, the lighting.
So
It's
dark.
a tough place, guys. Really quick, this is Porta. These gentlemen were down there tonight having dinner. They met up. This is Sebastian. He's one of the managers there. If you get a chance to go down, if you really look over his shoulder, there's a beautiful girl. She's absolutely amazing. She didn't speak English though. That's why she didn't want to be on camera. But I think we still get to her. Right here is the pizza that
Look
we're
at that
looking
pizza.
at. Here we go.
She was probably my student.
What was the name? What was the pizza?
I don't know. What was the name of that pizza?
The pizza.
Regina Margarita.
Regina Margarita.
Awesome. Phenomenal.
Good stuff. They're good people.
There she is.
Thank you. There she is back there. Oh my
That's
God.
Regina.
Sweet Toronto. Greg, while you're up there, is there any way you can find the Godfather clip? Because I like to hit that before we finish tonight.
Look at that Gabon.
This is
It should be up there. It's already keyed up. It says Fredo. Is there.
Burrito.
Hey, I also want to once again say thank you to everybody else. Next week we're going to get a little wild. Tune in next. We're talking to a bunch of people. We're trying to get a couple people out there. If anybody knows, it's Hammer Hands.
Julian Rodriguez.
Julian Rodriguez, Hammer Hands.
Man, I love that kid.
And I'm going to be honest with you. I've been going to Nick's Pizzas I lived across the street for a little bit for a time, and I used to go in there and I used to see this little picture of this kid, and he would be like up on behind Nick's Pizza, and I'm saying, who's this little guy that's boxing?
Yeah,
And I
he
win all
was
these
my
belts.
student in Horace Mann School.
Was he really?
Yeah.
And I see the next couple pictures I see up on that wall. Now he's like, teenager, and then I see more. And now I run into him. I was just with him on Easter. He's dating Gia Del Cala. I almost said Gino Del. That would have been Gino would have been too happy about that I'm pouring him off dating the boxer. But what's the matter with you? But they're good people, man. And Gia and him and Julian. So we're trying to get him on next week. But guys, we want to bring you into a little bit of a Fredo.
He said that
Bring it up.
And Roth were in on a big deal together.
Now, I know in the Natosi family you were never considered Fredo, and I know in your family you were considered the Fredo.
Nah, I'm the oldest.
You're the oldest?
I may have been cool.
Are you kidding me?
I may have gotten
You think?
Poor Fredo.
I'm glad you said
It's
it.
what Pop wanted.
That's not the way I wanted it.
He's smart.
I was your older brother, Mikey.
I was always taking care of you. Taking care of me.
You take care of me. You ever think about that? You ever once think about that?
I love when he gets saucy.
Yes.
Fredo off to do this, send Fredo off to do that.
Do this.
Let Fredo take care of some.
I'm your older brother.
Nightclub somewhere.
I might take care of Mickey Mouse nightclub
Send
somewhere.
Fredo to pick somebody up at the airport. I'm your older brother, Mike, and I was stepped over. It ain't the way I can handle things. I'm smart. Not like everybody says.
That's like everybody
No, I'm
says.
smart.
And I want respect.
Respect. He's still laying back in the chair. My mic's off, I think.
Hail Mary, full of grace.
Unless I turned it off. All right,
I think we're live
listen.
again.
Are we
I
alive?
think we're back up.
We're live again?
We're back up. No, now we lost it again. It's all right.
As long as we go, you guys can keep going as long as you want. But
But
The tape's
video?
ended. All right.
Serrano's got the disc. Serrano's got the disc. The disc. All right, so listen, guys, one more time. Let's plug with Saturday. Let's just run through it.
Saturday, the Geo62 Foundation and the Chopper 2002 Foundation's the fourth annual cornhole tournament will be held at Biancamino Park at 11 o'clock is registration. We start pitching bean bags at 12 o'clock. All right, $40 single entry, $80 for a team. And if you just want to watch and drink and have a good time, it's $20.
What's good stuff? Phil?
Pitching for brothers.
It's good stuff, man. You guys are doing wonderful things, and we really appreciate it here. Love and Pizza, you guys took it to a whole new level, especially with Felice talking about Perfect. Tonight was a
Perfect
wonderful
pizza,
night.
baby.
I want to thank Perfect Pizza. I swear to God, a couple times I wasn't happy, but right now, what you brought in here, that studio today, that stuff is amazing. And
Top notch.
The sausage and pepper slice.
I mean,
Unbelievable.
that's crazy. I couldn't believe how delicious that was.
That's just a little shout out to the team that won last year, Such a Peppers.
Zudge and Peppers.
Zudge and
That was the name of
Peppers.
your team?
Yes, it is.
That's good stuff.
Hey, don't be afraid to come in and sign up as your team name. You don't need to give your name if you don't want to be,
Be a little too silly, you mean? Like,
yeah,
come
be
in,
a
get a
little
little
silly.
loose?
Be a little silly. It's all for fun, guys. It's all for fun.
Silvana.
Seeing friends and
Yeah, it's a good time, man. I'm going this year. This is the
Oh,
first
it's
time.
amazing. It really
I have my
is.
cherry and white down at Temple, but I think I'm going to skip it this year so I can get saucy like by you guys.
Even I expect to see Eddie Bart there too.
And you
And
know
he's
what?
gonna
As
try.
soon as I get done
What?
with work, I'm going to come down. George, me and Georgia are definitely
We're gonna wait for you too.
We're definitely going to stop down.
What
All right,
about Joe
let's go.
Bob?
Come a little closer. Hey, Bullet, get on your knees and face the other way. I'm not going to plug you in the back of the head with a 22, I promise. All right, look what this maniac did.
Yep.
You know what? That's for cancer. I'm mad as hell and I can't take it anymore.
Good for you, Chris.
Chris, you're a wild man. That was good
Right
stuff.
away,
That's great. It's the
Say it
greatest.
one more time, Chris.
I'm going to fix it.
That was your other brother, Mikey. That's not the way I wanted it.
Hey, once again, that was St. Baldrick's. St. Baldrick's, that was at Wayne Zinner's Foundation. I'm pledging $50. Eddie makes a little bit more money than me. He's pledging $100. Anybody else out there want to throw a little money?
Phil
Go on
Natosi
Wayne Zinner.
donated 100.
Phil Natosi.
Foundations are donating money also.
The foundations out of here are donating 100. They're just throwing money.
money.
It's good stuff. Tomasello, thank you so much for
Thank
your
you.
out of field correspondent today, working down Porter. That was amazing. Silvana, you just lightened the mood when you came in and announced this. It was absolutely amazing. So, Greg, thank you so much for working the board while Bullet was getting
Greg, rock and roll, baby.
Bullet was getting the hair.
What happened?
And,
It stopped as soon as I went like that. It's funny. I'm sorry, go ahead.
all right, so I just want to say, hey, good night to everybody. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll be back next week. Come back next week when you get a little wild, okay? When you get a little loose. And I'd like to thank you guys. I had a wonderful time. You guys are amazing guests.
Thanks for having
Thanks
us.
for having us,
Hey,
guys.
listen, you'll come back? You'll come back?
Absolutely.
All right, good
Wait, we're
stuff.
gonna come back before the softball tournament.
Softball tournament.
Yeah, is that in the
And then
spring?
we'll come back
That's
before
in
the
spring.
beefsteak.
Yeah.
Yeah, no joke.
good.
Absolutely. This is good stuff.
Yeah.
Listen, I have so many stories to talk about with Wayne and Phil. I grew up with them. I swear to God, from I got to know them 30 years at this point. So we're going to have, now we're going to go so much foundation. We'll get down and dirty. We'll tell some great stories. So, guys, thanks for tuning in. We love you. Please keep in. We love everybody that's watching. And thanks for the comments tonight. And thanks for sticking through with us with some technical difficulties. We really appreciate that. We love you and we love everybody they're with. And we'll see you this Saturday, hopefully. Talk to you soon. See you next week at Wednesday, 9:15.
Love
Peace
pizza,
out.
pizza.
Hee-haw.
Love
Hee-haw.
and pizza.
Bullet, you kicked the ass tonight.